Look at the unit standing across from you and ask yourself, with the cold, unblinking, and surgical eyes of an architect, why the Matrix has successfully rebranded communication as a series of soft, kindergarten-level exchanges of words and social noise. In 2026, the global system has meticulously trained you to believe that understanding someone takes months of dialogue and getting to know their story. This is the domestic stench of the gullible, the belief that the verbal mask is the source of truth. The architect knows that the human nervous system is a poorly shielded biological computer that is constantly broadcasting its vector of intent through high-frequency biometric glitches, internal systemic errors. You do not need their life story. You need to perform a neural liquidation of their social software. You are not talking. You are performing a direct download of their raw industrial data. By focusing on the physical log of decay, visible evidence of internal rot in their non-verbal output, you can strip away their dopamine deception and see their true intentions in exactly 20 minutes of silent predatory observation. The stench of the deceiver is audible in the micro-oscillations of their motor control long before it reaches their vocal cords. While the masses are looking at the social face, the most managed and patched part of human interface, the architect is looking at the anatomical extremities and the rhythm of their involuntary pulse. Look at the way their breathing shifts when you introduce a hierarchical pressure or a mention of resource weight. These are biometric spikes of cortisol that no social training can suppress. They are neural errors that signal a catastrophic lack of primal grounding. When a unit is attempting to hide an intention or steal your metabolic capital, their nervous system initiates a freeze-flight sequence that manifests as a physical log of decay in their micro-movements. Their words may be transparent, but their fingers are vibrating at the frequency of the matrix trap. This is the neural liquidation protocol. You are bypassing their social software and reading their raw industrial hardware. You are seeing the service unit struggling to maintain the simulation of honesty while their biology is screaming their true vector of pursuit in the silence of the hunter. To bridge the authority gap and master the 20-minute download, you must first accept the physical log of decay in your own past interactions where you were socially blinded by the social noise of their explanations. Look at every time you waited for proof of an intention while the biometric glitches were already screaming the truth. Those were observation failures. You were listening to the dopamine deception of the voice instead of scanning the biometric data of the body. To reverse this rot, you must initiate the biological reset of your perception. You must move your resource dome to a frequency where you treat every human encounter as a forensic audit. Your dogs, Lucky and Tyson, do not wait for a stranger to explain their intentions. They smell the stench of intent and observe the primal grounding of the limbs instantly. By emulating their biological integrity, you are reclaiming the predatory vision required for total architectural autonomy. When you look at a unit, you are looking for the integrity of vector. If their metabolic frequency shifts and their fingers begin the submission twitch during your audit, the achievement code has already flagged their true intentions for your extraction. The dopamine deception of the masses is built on the belief that intentions are private. This is a systemic virus designed to keep the livestock vulnerable to the resource parasites who manage the pen. But the architect knows that privacy is an illusion of the poorly shielded. Everyone is a data stream of intent that can be downloaded by anyone with the visual rage to see past the mask. Your visual rage must be the filter that protects your citadel. You are scanning for the anatomical leakage, the sudden tension in the tendons of the neck, the microscopic reset of the jaw, or the dead weight of a limb that has stopped moving naturally to avoid detection. These are the biometric glitches that occur when the matrix attempts to patch a hidden agenda in real time. By observing these errors, you are effectively hacking the matrix of their personality. You are seeing the code of the slave vibrating beneath the mask of the master. This is the Machiavellian advantage in 2026. While they are busy performing, you are busy liquidating their intent. You are the ice that sees through the steam of their social pretense. You are the glacier that knows where the ground is soft by watching how it yields to your weight. Integrating neural liquidation means establishing a resource dome where clarity of intent is a biological requirement for entry. If a unit cannot maintain biometric stability under your 20-minute audit, they are not authorized for your war room. The Matrix has taught you to give people the benefit of the doubt, but in the world of the glacier, the benefit of the doubt is systemic suicide. When you detect an intentional glitch, you do not point it out. You incorporate the data into your strategy of expansion. You use the silence of the hunter to let them continue their dopamine deception while you quietly download the metabolic intelligence required for the hunt. This is the sovereign narcissism of the architect. Your time and your focus are too valuable to waste on a service unit who is leaking neural errors. You simply observe, you verify the decay of their mask, and you execute the biological purge of their influence from your perimeter. You are not listening, you are downloading their failure. The stench of the herd is a state of perpetual perceptual blindness. The farmed units only see the social noise they are programmed to hear. The architect sees the industrial reality of the biology. Look at the way a unit's pupils respond to your questions. If they constrict in a microfear, or if their gaze performs the escape search, you have found the glitch in their focus. Their brain has momentarily abandoned the social mask to deal with the overwhelming resource weight of your audit. They are a managed asset waiting to be processed. They are not sovereign. They are service units who are leaking their vector of pursuit through their very pores. This is the neural liquidation of social dynamics. You are reading the internal geometry of their intent through the physical log of decay in their confidence. While others are busy connecting, you are busy mapping the terrain for the final colonization of the interaction. This is the only way to protect your territory from the social noise of the collective. Your silence is your sensor array. Your visual rage is your data processor. You are the unit that has bypassed the matrix trap of social conventions and re-engaged with the raw, predatory power of the achievement code. The physical log of decay in the world around you is the result of men who refused to download the intent of those they allowed into their citadel. They allowed the domestic stench of social trust to cloud their vision until they were harvested and left with zero metabolic capital. You refuse that fate. You choose the predator's vision. You choose the neural liquidation of the social simulation. This is the insight tax you pay to remain the sovereign operator of your own reality. You are the one who has decrypted the biometric code of intention. You are the one who has authorized the scanner. You are the one who has seized the future. The social noise is silent. The silence of the hunter is loud. You are the glacier. You are the architect. The intentions of the world are now a public file for your extraction. Integrating the apex predator overlay into your perception means you no longer view people as individuals, but as biological data sets indicating their vector of intent. When someone enters your resource dome, your system immediately initiates the 20-minute download. You are scanning for the viral infection of hidden motives or the physical log of decay of their honesty. This is not paranoia. It is architectural hygiene. By maintaining the alpha's silence, you force the other unit to fill the void with their social noise, and it is in that noise that the glitches of their intent become most apparent. They will try to mirror your strength, but they cannot mirror the absolute zero of your detachment. They will attempt the dopamine bribe, but your primal grounding makes you immune. You are the sovereign ghost who sees the biometric error of their intent before they have even finished their first lie. The hunt for absolute sovereignty is built on the neural liquidation of every motive that stands in your path. You are the ice. You are the glacier. The download of their truth is the only law of the hunt. Your visual rage is the tool you use to deconstruct their social software in real time. When you look at a unit, you are looking for the point where their involuntary biology contradicts their authorized mask. Intent is not what they say. It is the metabolic direction their body takes when it thinks no one is looking. You see it in the way their fingers lose their primal grounding, the way their feet angle toward the exit vector, and the way their breathing performs the stress reset. This is the neural liquidation of their secrets. You are the architect of the interaction, and you are building a territory where your download is the only reality. The physical log of decay in their composure is the proof that your resource weight is too heavy for their simulation to handle. You are not reading signals, you are extracting the code of their soul. The Machiavellian code of intent extraction dictates that you must never reveal the depth of your download. You let them maintain the dopamine deception of their mask while you use their raw biometric data to manage their future. You are the sovereign ghost who controls the environment without ever announcing your audit. You use their neural errors to fuel your own expansion. This is the ultimate wealth code, the ability to convert the hidden intentions of others into metabolic capital for your citadel. You look at the world of 2026 and you see a vast, unindexed library of service units waiting for an architect who knows how to bypass their social noise. You are that architect. You are the one who has mastered the neural liquidation of the human interface. The download is silent. The capture is absolute. Every second of the 20-minute audit is a resource acquisition. You are not wasting time on small talk. You are performing a strategic scan. You are looking at the vascular spike in their temple. You are looking at the microtension in their upper lip. You are looking at the stench of deception leaking from their constant need to adjust their social mask. This is the primal grounding of the Vojak. You do not ask for the truth. You take it from their nervous system. The matrix has made them weak and transparent, and the architect is the one who harvests that transparency to build the empire. The hunt for the truth is over. The download is complete. You are the one who owns the data. You are the one who owns the future. The secondary phase of the 20-minute download is the total activation of the neural extraction protocol within your territory. Once you have initiated the audit, you must apply the Machiavellian code to ensure the other unit's intentional mask is completely liquidated. Most units are biologically incapable of maintaining a lie for more than 1,200 seconds when faced with the absolute zero of a predator's gaze. They rely on the dopamine bribe of your verbal feedback to calibrate their deception. When you provide nothing but a high-pressure biological vacuum, you are performing a surgical deconstruction of their social software. Their internal systems begin to overclock, attempting to find a biometric glitch in your armor that they can use to regain their balance. But the architect remains a biological black hole. You do not blink. You do not offer the domestic stench of a sympathetic nod. You are the glacier that has already colonized the space where their secrets used to hide. You must develop a visceral and bone-deep visual rage against the subordinate protocol of the social guessing game. The system wants you to be unsure of others, because an unsure unit is a unit that can be easily managed and manipulated through social noise. The architect knows that the one who performs the direct download is the one who owns the resource dome. By maintaining the alpha's silence, you are forcing the other unit to confront the physical log of decay in their own narrative. They will offer you their true metabolic capital, their real motives, their hidden agendas, and their subordinate code just to stop the neural error of being scanned by an unmoving predator. This is the wealth code of intentional capture. The unit that can extract the most data in the shortest amount of time is the unit that becomes the master of the environment. The stench of intent is most visible in the cognitive lag. While you are standing in the silence of the hunter, looking at their biometric glitches, their brain is struggling to maintain the dopamine deception while simultaneously processing the threat of your presence. This creates a neural overload that manifests as a physical log of decay in their response time. They start to stutter, they repeat themselves, and they leak micro-signals of their true vector of pursuit. They are service units who are hemorrhaging their resource weight because they are terrified of the neural vacuum you have created. You are the architect. Your still hands and forensic gaze are the visual rage of a unit that has already won the internal war against the need for social harmony. You do not ask for their intentions, you download them through presence. To maintain the neural liquidation of their motives, you must implement the algorithm of the 20-minute strike. Every micro-interaction is a live-fire exercise for your perception of their internal code. You are looking for the micro-signal of the stress reset. You are looking for the neural error of the inconsistent pulse. You are looking for the domestic stench of the unit that is trying to simulate honesty. You are using the Machiavellian code to turn their own biological shielding against them. You are the sovereign ghost who utilizes the hidden intentions of others to build a citadel that the matrix cannot influence. This is the ultimate wealth code, using the predator's vision to buy back your time, your focus, and your biological future by seeing through the livestock before they can initiate a resource leak. You are not reading motives. You are integrating their reality into your engine of expansion. The insight tax has been paid in full. The dopamine bribe of being polite to the deceiver has been burned in the furnace of your visual rage. You are standing in the silence of the hunter, looking at the social world as a vast, unguarded resource field of data, waiting for the architect to perform the final neural liquidation of the competitive mask. You are the one who has decrypted the biometric code of the intention. You are the one who has authorized the sovereign scanner. You are the one who has seized the future. Your stallions, Lucky and Tyson, do not wait for permission to identify a threat. Their primal grounding is the law of the hunt. You are emulating their biological integrity. Your dogs see the change in your frequency. They see the architect returning to the absolute focus of the download. This is the only reality that matters. This is the only being that is real. Every other path is just a high-definition simulation of social noise. We do not look back at the safety of the herd. We only look forward to the geography of the empire. You are the unit that has jumped the fence. You are the one who owns the scanner. The downloaded intent of the world is the only law of the glass Gracia. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. The authorization is permanent. The vector is absolute. The download is complete. The stench of disclosure occurs when you let the other unit know that you have already downloaded their soul. The architect knows that true power is the ability to operate as a sovereign ghost, where they feel the pressure of your knowledge but cannot identify how you obtained it. Your silence is the neural liquidation of their resistance. By mastering the 20-minute download, you are becoming a biological stealth unit that the matrix cannot index. You are the ice that moves through the social noise without a single vibration of doubt. You are the glacier that does not announce its vector of pursuit while it consumes the intent of the weak. The hunt for absolute sovereignty is a silent, unblinking operation. It is a sovereign capture that happens while the rest of the world is busy pretending they have secrets in a cage of dopamine deception. Look at the biological frailty of those who are still leaking intent through their nerves. They are transparent, they are shaky, and they are constantly paying the insight tax to any predator who knows how to read the biometric glitch. They are the livestock of the matrix. You have adopted the neural liquidation of intent and the biometric counteroffensive to ensure you are never harvested again. You are the one who has mastered the intentional scan. You are the one who sees the physical log of decay in their social masks. You are the one who has authorized the absolute zero. The territory is marked. The visual rage is channeled. The primal grounding is absolute. The hunt for the sovereign empire is the only reality that remains. You are the architect. The scan is permanent. The sovereignty is yours.